Clayton Echard chose to side with Shanae Ankney in her feud with Elizabeth Corrigan on this season of The Bachelor, opting to eliminate Elizabeth at the third rose ceremony. The January 31st episode of The Bachelor picked up in the midst of Shanae Ankney and Elizabeth Corrigan's feud, which has been brewing all season long. At the cocktail party, Clayton Echard took it upon himself to address the situation, pulling Shanae and Elizabeth aside to talk to them together. "I've heard both of your stories this week and I do feel a connection with both of you," he told them. "The frustrating part is I can't build a relationship with either of you when we are having this conflict. So I need to have all of us here so we can have accountability. I need to hear this all the way through." Shanae continued to accuse Elizabeth of ignoring her in the house, claiming that Elizabeth was turning the other girls against her to do the same. Elizabeth told Clayton about how she tried to hash things out with Shanae, but Shanae told her to F off. Shanae once again called Elizabeth a bully and toxic. When Elizabeth asked for an example of how she was a bully, Shanae brought up how she cooked some shrimp and offered it to some of the women in the house, and was ignored by them, which she claimed was Elizabeth's doing. Meanwhile, Elizabeth insisted she wasn't even there when Shanae offered the shrimp to the women in the hot tub. The accusation resulted in the women continuing to go back and forth, with Clayton sitting between them. He eventually removed himself from the situation. "I don't know how to address this situation right now," he admitted. "We're not talking about relationships or growing together. We're talking about shrimp and the hot tub and whether or not Elizabeth was there. We're not resolving conflict. We're talking about shrimp." The fight between Elizabeth and Shanae continued, and eventually, Elizabeth stepped away. Elizabeth filled the other women in on what was happening, and when Shanae returned to the room, Susie Evans asked her if she wanted to talk about it with the group. "I'm not talking about it. I'm eating," Shanae clapped back. "I don't want to talk about it." Related gallery. The Bachelor Season 26 cast, photos of the 31 gorgeous women on Clayton Echard's season. Other women called Shanae out for dragging out the feud and taking up Clayton's time with it. Various women went off on Shanae for blowing Shrimpgate out of proportion. Meanwhile, Clayton was outside the room, hearing all of the arguing go down. He wound up canceling the cocktail party, which pissed off the other women even more, as they were unable to have one-on-one time with Clayton. At the rose ceremony, Clayton wound up giving Shanae a rose, but he sent Elizabeth home. Needless to say, the other women were not happy, and Shanae made sure to celebrate. "I took her down," she exclaimed. "Clayton believed me. It better be a wake-up call to them. Don't get in my way because I'm here to win. This is what happens, you get sent home. Don't F with me."